keep out of your space because they're toxic. But that doesn't mean you have to hate them. What's up, guys? Infinite beings of love and light. Angela here with Raise the Collective, Reiki Master, personal trainer, intuitive, and light worker. My mission is to help awaken as many people as possible. Awaken. It is time to wake the fuck up, guys. I have to say that it's really hard for me to wrap my head around the fact that with everything going on, with all of this duality pushing up against each other, against humanity, right? Against different sides of the human spectrum, so to speak. I find it really baffling that so many people are still so caught up in that. The first video that I shared when I called out the government and the hierarchies above the government that we know was in a video called George Floyd and the Light Warriors. If you have not seen it, they probably already took it down. No, I do believe that it's still up on the YouTube channel. Maybe. You know how that goes. Anyhow, we're going to talk about abortion. So, everyone is pissed. I can't say everyone is pissed, but I know a lot of people on my timeline are very, 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 very upset. And I get it. We feel like our rights have been stolen from us. However, I do see the occasional post of people who are like, God won today, right? This is amazing. No more murdered babies. So, again, duality, right? We've got one group of people who believe that they are saving innocent beings, innocent souls, innocent children from slaughter. And then we have this other set of humans who are like, this is my body. And if I want to birth a child, I will. And if I choose not to, then I should have that right. I just have to say that the best way to bring this into neutrality is to mind your own motherfucking business. I hate to be vulgar, but it's so frustrating to see. And it's not just with this situation, it's with with COVID, right? With George Floyd and the Black Lives Matter movement, with everything. Every new day, it seems to be a new turmoil, right? Where we're pushed up against each other. And what we don't realize is that if we just mind our own business, everything will fall away and neutralize, right? It's not to say that if you are a woman who needs an abortion, and that's something very scary for you, not being able to go through with that, my heart is with you. However, for most of us, this is just triggering a fear within us. And we are panicking, right? We're in that fear frequency, that vibration that assists them, the higher-ups, in creating the reality that they desire. So, in a sense, we're giving our power away every time we react to these things, every time we respond to these things, and we say, I have to fight, I have to stand up for my people, I have to stand up for my rights. Every single time you stand up, you are feeding your energy to the chaos. You're saying, give me more. You're saying, here's my power, here's my anger, right? Here's my grief, here's whatever. You're giving that away. And what's happening is it's building this giant force field, right, around the planet. And then everyone else starts tapping into that fear-based frequency, right? And then the government says, oh, you guys are in fear, now we can control you. When I say the government, I don't mean the President of the United States, right? Democrat, Republican, because it's very, very important to note that Democrats and the Republicans are working for the same master, right? There's this form of government that is higher up, and they're the ones sending down command, and they say, hey, this is what you're going to do, Mr. Joe Biden. Hey, this is what you're going to do, Mr. Trump. And we're going to play these people against each other, right? Because we need this chaos to prevail, right? Order through chaos is their motto. That's their plan. That's what they're trying to create, and it's been working, right? They get to slowly take away our humanity by keeping us in a state of fear. So how do we overcome this? The breath, right? Take a deep breath. Turn off the TV. Unfollow, 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 unfollow all of those things that trigger emotion inside of you, unless it's positive emotion, right? I know so many people who say, you have to be realistic, or I'm a realist, or, all of those things. What that means to me is, I am grounded in my negative perception. I have no faith. I do not understand the fundamentals of how the universe works, right? That's what it is to be a realist and plan for the worst, right? Because if we could just shift into a space of feeling good and we stay there, good things are going to come to us. Granted, there's always tragedy, right? But when you're in this good, balanced, high vibrational state, when tragedy arrives, it doesn't shake you to the core. It doesn't break you. It doesn't disempower you. It actually does the opposite. It empowers you because you say, wow, here's an opportunity for me to learn. What is the lesson here? Okay? Hello, pain. I feel you. I acknowledge you. What are you trying to teach me? Because most of us just run from pain, run from emotion. We don't want to feel those things, but we want to fight. We want to argue. We want to say, hey, if you don't believe in what I believe in, you're out. You're out. I've seen that so many times. If you support the ban of abortion, don't ever contact me again. If you love Donald Trump, don't ever contact me again. And it goes the same for the other side and the other group. What does that create? How is that healing for us as a human race? How is that us coming together for the greatest good? It is not at all whatsoever serving any other purpose than the agenda of those higher ups, right? And when I say that, I'm talking about the Illuminati, the Cabal, the devil, however you perceive this energy to be, it does exist. It has been in charge for a very long time because we've allowed it to be so. Once you shift your perception and you unplug, right, from TV, the media, all of these things, once you stop tuning into these horrible, terrifying stories, you're going to realize that you, on an individual level, start to ascend. Your life starts to get better. And when your life starts to get better, that frequency bleeds out into all of the things around you, and you start noticing things happening that are amazing for other people that you care about, right? But when you're in this state of grief, stress, depressed, fighting against the other side, you're fighting against yourself. You're allowing yourself to be worn down, you're wearing yourself down, right? And everyone around you can feel it. And everyone around you gets sucked into it, right? Especially if you're surrounding yourself with people who don't know, for one, how to recognize what their vibrational frequency is, nonetheless, try to maintain it, right? So it's up to you as an individual, if you're watching this video, to say, hey, I'm going to need my power back. I'm going to need my anger back, okay? I'm going to need all of that fighting back. Let me get all of those things back, and I'm going to put them back into myself, right? And I'm going to breathe in light, and I'm going to release those dense feelings, right? And I'm going to mind my own motherfucking business, okay? Because what's going on out there, yes, it is a reflection of what's going on in here. So how about I just look at myself, right? And I be kind to others. And I don't hyper-focus or give any of my attention whatsoever to all of these dense, awful things that are going on in the world. And I know that that sounds like there's a lack of compassion, but how often do you tune into these things and just say, oh, I feel really good, I want to go help someone right now? No, you say, I feel really depressed, I wish there was something I can do, I'm powerless. Because I've given my power away to all of these entities that want to hold us down and keep us apart. I shared a post the other day, it's a little comical, for me anyways. I thought it was funny. But, hug a homo. Befriend a Trump supporter. Pat a Biden lover on the head. We are all one, 100%. There is no difference between you and your neighbor, just because they perceive reality differently, right? Everyone is creating the reality that they've been told to create, right? So if you are on the right, okay, let's say you're gung-ho Republican, you're probably brought up very religious, you were told that reality has to be a certain way, and you're living based off of that belief, and then you watch your Fox News, and they tell you all of these horrible things about the other side, about how they're evil and they're murderers and they're devil and all of these things, right? And then if you're a Democrat, which I was for a very long time, no longer associate with either party, amen, hallelujah, thank you. When you're on the other side, you hear the opposite. Like, these people want to take away your power. They want to take away your rights. They want to hold you down. They want to suppress you. They think you're worthless. All of these things, right? They're racist. They're evil, evil, evil people. So we're being told by these higher-ups that the other side is evil, right? But if we look inside our hearts and we befriend those people that we don't really know much about, who have different views from us, we're going to see the humanity in their eyes. We're going to, we may hear them say things that we don't like, that trigger us, that offend us. But I'm going to ask you, I'm going to challenge you to look beyond that a little bit deeper. Where did that belief come from? Where did that thought come from? What has this person been through, and how have they suffered to make them the way that they are now? How can I release my hatred towards this person, my anger towards this person, and see them as a small, wounded child? Because once you can do that, once you can view everyone in your reality as a small, wounded child, you move into a state of compassion and everything changes. I tell my clients all the time, and this may seem very strange, but I tell them, make excuses for people. And that's not to say that if you're in an abusive relationship and your boyfriend's beating the shit out of you every day, make excuses for him and hang around. No. Don't hang around, but definitely make excuses for him, because what happened to him? What happened to that lost little boy that never learned how to manage his emotions? What happened to him? Was he sexually abused, physically abused, neglected? What was it? Because there was something that happened to that guy that made him the way that he is. And when we realize that, we move into a state of compassion. But again, that's not to say that you, as an individual, need to stay in an unhealthy relationship or in a place that is not safe, because that is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that we must master the art of compassion. And we do that by understanding what another human being has been through. This is called empathy, right? The ability to feel what they've felt and shift into a deeper understanding of that person. And when we do that, we realize, man, we are all the same. We have all suffered traumas. We've all been programmed to believe a certain way, to see things a certain way. And now it is time to break down those programs, right? It's time to reprogram our minds, activate our hearts, and move into a place of love. I've been calling for this. Other spiritual practitioners have been calling for this, right? It's not easy. Even for us. I still get angry. I still want to cuss people out, okay? I get it. But then I remind myself, hold on. Something happened to this person, right? At what point did this person lose their way? At what point did this person lose their soul? And it's not a sense of how can I help them? No. Because we're not here to help every single person in the world. There are plenty of people in the world that you need to keep out of your space because they're toxic. But that doesn't mean you have to hate them. It doesn't mean you have to allow them to trigger you, right? Relax. Relax. Let go. Turn it off. Relax, relax, relax. That's all I keep hearing right now. So I do hope that you guys get the opportunity to relax. If you need me, I'm here. I'm out in Lakeland. This is my office. I would love to work with some of you. My move was very unexpected. Lots of things happened to bring me here, and I do trust that it is for a reason. So if you need healing, I am here. If you've been kind of creeping on my videos for a long time, but have been telling yourself, oh, she lives too far away, here I am. I don't plan on being here for very long. That could change. That's up to the universe and spirits. That's not up to me. I just follow my guidance. But I don't feel like I will be in Lakeland for the rest of my life. So if you need me, now's your time to shine. Let me help you help yourself. Let me help you learn to love yourself. And let me help you learn to release all of your pains, all of your sufferings, all of your hatred, and all of your anger. That's what I'm here for. So I love you guys so very, very much. Thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you soon. Namaste.